Oh, yeah, I forgot one important thing. Hey, ladies and dudes, don't you dare boo at me for this, but I gotta let you know, I really do like this movie, but it's not as great as the original. That's for sure. But anyway, I gotta find another movie review I really want to do for today for all of you. And yes, it has something to do with Memorial Day. And I think this movie did came out before Memorial Day, if I remember right, but it's been a while. Well, you guys get the story. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1987. This is my review for today. And today, I got another movie review, ladies and dudes. And I know, over 9,000. We had enough of Disney live action films. The ones that truly ruined our 2D hand-drawn animation movies. Yes, I gotcha. Well, I will let you know there's some of them that did work for us, and some of them did not work for us. But what about a movie that's kind of in between? It's good, but not great. This is one of them. Yeah, I was thinking I'm not going to do this movie review at all, but I decided to give this movie a try anyway. So I will say this movie is pretty darn good, but not great. So yep, my next movie review is The Little Mermaid, the 2023 version. I will say the true amazing grace, or the main savior of the movie is this young lady who played Ariel. No wonder the director tried really hard to find somebody who could do this fantastic role and the character of one of the most greatest Disney princesses of all time. I thought that she's not going to do it, but we were so darn wrong for it. So yep, I think she is truly the saving grace of this movie. That's for sure. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, here's my next movie review of The Little Mermaid, the 2023 version. And we already know about the whole entire storyline of The Little Mermaid. It's a story about a young girl named Ariel. She's a mermaid, and we already know that she's 16 years old, and she wants to know about the human world, since she's been stuck under the sea for who knows how long. And she decided to go to the surface and get to know what the other world is like. And yeah, she falls in love with a human named Eric. And yeah, the whole entire forbidden love story began. A mermaid is not in love with it, not allowed to fall in love with a human and all that stuff. And she really wants to be with that dude for all eternity, I guess. And I guess you already know the rest of the story if you remembered this version. And the one that we all known and loved for so many years. So, that's my whole entire plot of The Little Mermaid, the 2023 version. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I really do like this movie. I really like it very much. It is staying faithful to the original Disney film that we all known and loved, but they decided to do some changes here and there, and I don't mind a couple of changes here and there. Well, except for that awful song that came from Scuttle. Ugh! That was the worst song I ever heard. Well, to tell you the truth is I decided to mute that song. It's just... Ugh. But as for the rest, it's really, really good. But not as great and magical like in the animated film. I will say the animated film is way, way better. Because it does have the pure magic that I'm missing from the live action version. So, I will say it had a pretty good storyline for the most part. I will say for the characters, I will say a few of them are good, some of them were okay. The cast is kind of mixed for me. I do like the visuals. I do like a couple of songs here and there. I do like one song that was kind of new, while the other one, downhill. And the score by Alan Menken is pretty good, but not as memorable and magical as the original. If you know what I mean. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of the 2023 version of The Little Mermaid. The strongest point in the movie is her. This Halle Berry girl, it's so darn hard to pronounce her name, playing Ariel. I will say she did a fantastic job playing with this main character of the whole entire story. You know, the whole entire story of The Little Mermaid. I think she did a fantastic job of playing this wonderful character. She had a good storyline, great personality, great attitude. She had a very, very fantastic singing voice. And I will say that she is staying very, very faithful to Jodie Benson's singing voice, you know, as Ariel. She sounded very, 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 very close. That's for sure. She did play the character just right. Yep, she is truly the saving grace of this movie. As for the other characters, I really do like the actor who did Eric. I think he did a pretty good job of playing a really good prince who wants to discover the world a whole lot more, and he's an adventurer, and his singing voice is alright. It's fine. And I really do like his butler in the film. His butler was pretty darn cool in the movie. Sadly, those are the only three characters I cared about in the film. And as for everyone else, they're okay. For the most part. So, yeah. The strongest point of the movie is this lovely actress who did Ariel. Oh yeah, I forgot one last thing. Speaking of Jodie Benson, who did play Ariel from The Little Mermaid, she did make a cameo appearance in the film. I can't tell you which character that she played, but she did show up in the movie. That's all I know for now. And I will say for my weakest points of the movie is, I think the only thing that's missing from the movie is the pure magic of the whole entire film. And it's just missing some epic feel to it. I wish the score should have been more epic like the original. I wish the eels could talk. Maybe a couple lines here and there, and I do miss that chef song. Since that chef song was really darn memorable to me. And the actor who played the chef really did blow me away. You know, the voice actor who did play the chef from the animated one. Too bad they didn't add one in the movie. So yeah, I think the weakest point in the movie is it's missing its pure magic. Something that's completely missing from the film itself. Something I remember the most when I was a kid. That's for sure. And yeah, the Scuttle song is downhill. Blame that stupid songwriter who made that song. He decided to add it there. That didn't fit the movie. It didn't fit the movie well. I just decided to mute that song. I just hated it. Ugh. Maybe they should do something better for Scuttle, you know? Just find a better song than this. Yeah, that's all I could say about that, ladies and dudes, and since I already told you about the characters, I guess you want to know what I think about the others. Melissa McCarthy as Ursula is okay. Not as memorable as the animated one. The guy who played King Triton is okay. I do like the little kid who did play Flounder. They got the tone of the voice right. And I will say the guy who played Sebastian, at least he has a good singing voice. But the character design of the Sebastian is not that right. Yeah. That's all I could say about that. Man, I have nothing else to say. But I'll go ahead and tell you about my final thoughts of The Little Mermaid, the 2023 version. Overall, it is a pretty good movie. Not too bad live action adaptation of the greatest Disney film of all time that featured in 2D hand-drawn animation. Yep, it's good, but not the best. The storyline is good for the most part. I do like the songs here and there that fit the movie well, and some of them don't. The casting is okay for the most part. There's a few casts that are rightfully good choices. The score at Alan Menken is good, but not as good as the animated one. I will say it's good, but not the best. So I give it an 8 out of 10. That's all I could say about that. And I'll be back for another movie review to come. And also, I want to wish you all a happy Memorial Day. So don't forget to pay your respects to our home country flag. This flag is the most important thing of all in American history. And God bless you all. And Charizard is here too. That's for sure. So I'll see you all later, and sayonara.